In the shadows of history lie books that are whispered about, yet rarely seen. These are not your everyday volumes found on the shelves of a cozy bookstore. These are forbidden books, volumes that have been banned, suppressed, or concealed due to the controversial or unsettling content they hold. They are the specters that haunt the corridors of human knowledge, their mere mention enough to send shivers down the spine. Each page, each word, each letter holds power, a power that has been deemed too dangerous or too disturbing for the masses. They are the enigmas of our shared past, wrapped in layers of mystery and intrigue. Their stories are as fascinating as they are chilling, offering a glimpse into the darker side of humanity's quest for understanding. So, with a sense of curiosity and caution, let's embark on a journey into the unknown, exploring 5 such forbidden books of history. Our journey begins in the 13th century, with the largest medieval manuscript, the Codex Gigas. Emerging from the depths of medieval Europe, the Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is a mysterious artifact that continues to baffle scholars and historians alike. This colossal manuscript, weighing in at an impressive 165 pounds and stretching over 3 feet in height, is renowned not only for its size, but also for the chilling legend that surrounds its creation. The Codex Gigas originated in the Kingdom of Bohemia, now the modern-day Czech Republic. It's an encyclopedia of the medieval world containing the Vulgate Bible, medical texts, chronicles of history, and numerous other works of literature and science. But what sets it apart is the full-page illustration of the devil, giving it its infamous nickname, the Devil's Bible. The story of its creation is where the intrigue truly lies. Legend has it that the manuscript was penned by a single monk in the span of just one night. This monk, sentenced to death by walling for his transgressions, sought to redeem himself by creating a book to glorify his monastery and contain all human knowledge. However, as midnight approached, he realized the enormity of his task and, in desperation, sold his soul to the devil to complete the manuscript. The devil, in return, left his portrait in the book, forever marking it as his own. This tale, shrouded in mystery and superstition, has led many to view the Codex Gigas as a forbidden book. The idea of a pact with the devil, the eerie illustration, and the sheer magnitude of the manuscript have all contributed to its reputation as a cursed object. Many have been wary of reading or even touching it, fearing the potential influence of the devil. Yet, despite the fears and tales of curses, the Codex Gigas remains a fascinating testament to the determination and skill of its creator, and a window into the world of medieval knowledge and belief. It's a book that defies explanation and continues to intrigue those who dare to delve into its pages. The Codex Gigas continues to be a symbol of intrigue, its origins shrouded in darkness. Moving forward to the 15th century, we encounter a book that fueled the flames of the witch hunts, the Malleus Maleficarum. In the heart of the Middle Ages, when fear of witchcraft was rampant, the Malleus Maleficarum emerged. Latin for the Hammer of Witches, this notorious book was written by 2 Dominican monks, Heinrich Kramer and Jacob Sprenger. Published in 1487, it came at the peak of the European witch trials, a time when the hysteria of witchcraft was at its zenith. The Malleus Maleficarum was more than just a book. It was a manual for hunting and prosecuting witches, a guide to identifying, interrogating, and punishing those suspected of witchcraft. It detailed the supposed characteristics of witches, the ways in which they could be identified, and the procedures for their prosecution and execution. The book's content was so violent and extreme that it was considered forbidden. Its principles were based on fear, superstition, and persecution, promoting a wave of violence that swept across Europe. The Malleus Maleficarum was not just a catalyst for the witch trials, but it also served as their fuel, legitimizing the belief in witchcraft and endorsing the persecution of alleged witches. But why was this book considered forbidden? The answer lies in its content. The Malleus Maleficarum propagated a dangerous and unfounded belief system that resulted in the death and suffering of countless innocent people. Its violent teachings and its promotion of persecution made it a book that was feared and avoided. Despite its controversial content, the Malleus Maleficarum was widely circulated, with thousands of copies spread across Europe. Its influence was far-reaching, with the book being used as a reference in witch trials for centuries. Even today, the Malleus Maleficarum continues to be a symbol of a dark and fearful time in history. Its legacy is a reminder of the dangers of fear and superstition, and the lengths to which people will go when driven by these emotions. The Malleus Maleficarum stands as a dark testament to a time of fear and superstition. Fast forward to the 15th century, a book emerges that remains a mystery to this day, the Voynich Manuscript. Let's delve into the enigmatic world of this peculiar book. The Voynich Manuscript, an unexplained phenomenon, is a handwritten codex penned in an unknown script. This indecipherable language, densely packed with botanical, astronomical, and biological illustrations, remains a conundrum for linguists and cryptographers worldwide. Its 240 pages, filled with bizarre plants, unknown constellations, and naked women in green baths, are a baffling sight to behold. The manuscript's origin and purpose are shrouded in mystery, a puzzle for historians and scholars alike. Some believe it's a medieval medical manual, while others hypothesize it to be an elaborate hoax or a ciphertext waiting to be cracked. Theories about its genesis are as diverse as the illustrations within its pages. Some argue it's the work of a solitary genius, while others propose it was created by a secretive sect, or even by an extraterrestrial hand. The Voynich Manuscript is considered forbidden due to its incomprehensible nature. Its cryptic script and the elusive nature of its contents have driven many a curious soul to the brink of obsession. The book's mystique has inspired countless attempts to decode it, but each endeavor has ended in frustration, resulting in more questions than answers. This has led some to label it as a cursed object, a Pandora's box best left unopened. Despite the best efforts of the brightest minds of the last 5 centuries, the Voynich Manuscript remains uncracked. Its pages, filled with cryptic symbols and peculiar illustrations, continue to resist interpretation. It's as if the book itself refuses to yield its secrets, adding to its allure and its reputation as a forbidden text. Surely the Voynich Manuscript is more than a mere collection of paper and ink. It's a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, a challenge thrown by history that remains unmet. The Voynich Manuscript continues to baffle scholars, its secrets yet to be unlocked. In the realm of fiction, a book strikes fear into the hearts of readers, the Necronomicon. This ominous tome, often referred to as the Book of the Dead, was conjured up by the mind of one of the most influential horror authors of all time, H.P. Lovecraft. Born in the late 19th century, Lovecraft was a master of macabre, weaving tales of cosmic horror and ancient evils. In his stories, the Necronomicon is a grimoire or book of magic that contains knowledge about the Old Ones, powerful deities from space who once ruled the earth and could return at any time. The Necronomicon first appeared in Lovecraft's 1922 short story, The Hound. Since then, it has permeated popular culture, appearing in movies, video games, and other works of fiction. Despite being purely fictional, the Necronomicon is often mistaken for a real book, leading many to search for it in vain. Lovecraft described the book as being bound in human skin and written in blood. It is filled with dark rituals and invocations, and reading it can drive people to madness. It is this disturbing content that makes the Necronomicon a forbidden book. Even though it doesn't really exist, it can still instill fear and unease in those who delve too deeply into its lore. The Necronomicon's influence extends beyond Lovecraft's own work. It has inspired many writers and artists to create their own versions of the book, each one more terrifying than the last. The Necronomicon has even found its way into the realm of academia, with scholars writing papers and dissertations on its cultural significance. But at the end of the day, the Necronomicon is just a product of Lovecraft's imagination. Despite its fictional status, it has managed to acquire a reputation as one of the most sinister and forbidden books in existence. It's a testament to Lovecraft's skill as a writer that he was able to create something so enduring and so terrifying. The Necronomicon, though fictional, holds a morbid fascination. It's a chilling reminder of the power that stories have to captivate us, to scare us, and to make us question the nature of reality. In the modern world, a book emerges that sparks controversy and fear, the Anarchist Cookbook. Crafted in the heat of the Vietnam War, this book was born out of the radical political climate of the late 60s. Penned by a 19-year-old William Powell, it was his way of protesting against the US government and the war. The Anarchist Cookbook is filled with instructions on how to create homemade explosives, illicit drugs, and even how to conduct guerrilla warfare. It was Powell's belief that the government had lost its way, and he saw himself as providing tools for those who wanted to fight back. This book, however, is far from a harmless manifesto. Its contents have been linked to numerous acts of violence and terrorism over the decades, from school shootings to bombings. Critics argue that the book's teachings go beyond the reasonable bounds of free speech, entering the realm of promoting harm and violence. The Anarchist Cookbook quickly gained notoriety upon its release, and remains one of the most controversial books of the 20th century. It's been denounced, banned, and even burned. However, despite efforts to suppress it, the book has survived, circulating in the darker corners of the internet and underground bookstores. Powell himself later regretted writing the book, stating he no longer agreed with what he'd written as a young, angry man. He even attempted to have the book taken out of circulation, but the rights had already been sold, and his efforts were in vain. The Anarchist Cookbook stands as a stark reminder of the power of the written word, and the potential danger when that power is used recklessly. It's a symbol of a time of great social unrest, and a testament to the lengths some will go in their quest for change. But it's also a cautionary tale, showing the devastating consequences that can follow when instructions for violence and destruction are made widely available. The Anarchist Cookbook remains a symbol of rebellion and danger. Books hold the power to enlighten, to terrify, and to stir controversy. This profound truth reverberates through centuries of human history, and nowhere is it more evident than in our exploration of forbidden books. These controversial tomes, shrouded in mystery and often taboo, serve as stark reminders of the dual nature of knowledge. They can educate, inspire, and challenge, but they can also provoke, unsettle, and even terrify. Take for instance the Codex Gigas, known as the Devil's Bible. It's a behemoth of a book that tells a story far darker than its religious implications would suggest. It's a testament to the dual nature of religion, reflecting a time when faith and fear were intertwined, and the line between devotion and superstition was blurred. Then there's the Malleus Maleficarum, a chilling manual for witch hunters that became an instrument of oppression in an era consumed by fear of the unknown. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of ignorance and the horrifying lengths to which people will go when fueled by fear and superstition. The Voynich Manuscript, with its indecipherable text and bizarre illustrations, stands as a testament to the human fascination with the unknown. Its enduring mystery captivates us, even as it eludes our understanding, attesting to our relentless pursuit of knowledge, no matter how elusive. The Necronomicon, while a work of fiction, embodies the allure of the forbidden and the macabre. It's a testament to the power of imagination and the allure of the forbidden, serving as a metaphor for the darker side of human curiosity. And finally, the Anarchist Cookbook, a controversial guide to civil disobedience, reflects the tumultuous times of its creation. It's a stark reminder of the power of ideas to incite change, for better or for worse, and the potential dangers of knowledge in the wrong hands. Each of these books, in its own unique way, encapsulates a specific moment in history, reflecting the fears, beliefs, and aspirations of the societies in which they were created. They serve as mirrors, reflecting back to us the best and worst aspects of our nature. They remind us that knowledge in all its forms is a double-edged sword. It has the power to enlighten and to liberate, but it can also incite fear, provoke controversy, and even lead to destruction. In the end, the true power of these forbidden books lies not in the words they contain, but in the reactions they provoke. They challenge us to confront our fears, question our beliefs, and grapple with the complexities of our nature. They remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey fraught with challenges, but one that is ultimately rewarding. As we close the cover on these forbidden books, we are reminded that knowledge in all its forms holds power. It's a power that can be used for good or ill, and it's up to us to decide how we wield it. Let's continue the pursuit of knowledge with an awareness of its potential dangers, but also with an appreciation for its transformative power.